Holy, can you see?
Whole set of nightmares in here. The original.
Oh, wow.
Is this a Two-Faced from Distortions?
It's
The tinted windows are killing me, man.
Yeah, it looks actually.
I can't see.
I recognize so many of these masks.
Damage it. Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
And they're perfect.
Ooh, Savage Eye.
Yeah, there's a few Savage Eye pieces.
Rare. These are the rarest masks at all, actually.
They were.
They all rotted
when I
away.
was starting the company, they were so big. Oh.
Wow.
Oh, creme. Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
that's
one.
nice.
That used to be.
That's
our
the one I
mask.
love.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I
That's
love
Steve
that.
Johnson. I think.
Yeah.
What do they call that one?
Two-Faced.
Two-Faced.
Steve Johnson sculpted that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It was a personal
Yeah,
project.
it's a beautiful.
That's a nice
Oh, I
blank.
love this one.
Yeah.
That's it under that mat, isn't it?
That's it right there.
That's kind of hard to get to, dude. I don't know.
I can
It's
pull the
worth it.
cover up though. Hold on.
All right, let's.
Yeah.
I'll hold on to a couple
Monsters!
of these.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
That's
So that's it.
Now, does that look
That's-
like the original paint job you did?
no.
No.
That Michael did that.
It's
Oh, Michael sculpted it.
Yeah,
No.
he didn't
He
sculpt
painted.
it. He just got one of ours. And,
it's a
well,
fly.
the neck
crust.
looks funny though. I don't know.
It's kind of warped. Like
Okay.
it's sitting kind of cocked back. I'm
Yeah.
gonna take it off this thing and get a pull so it's more upright. I'll be probably showcasing these one by one on my YouTube channel on Rudy's World.
Holy
YouTube.
cow, that's a job in itself. Good.
I don't even know what I'm
grief,
putting them
dude.
yet. So check this out.
Hey, that looks like Tom's original sculpt.
It's old.
These
Well,
are.
I
You know what
got-
this is? This is
Got it from
patch.
Tom.
Someone patched this with black
what that
latex. Yeah. They were air bubbles or
The
something.
detail's awesome, and
Well, we got the foam master from Tom Savini,
Savini.
so we made it off of that. So that's Don Post.
Don Post. This
Yeah.
was a.
These are glow in the dark masks.
This is a Disney haunted mansion ghost called
Yeah,
the Grave Digger, 1978. Glow in the dark mask.
lasted all these years.
Yeah.
Still in black latex.
Right. Vinyl. That's
Oh, it's vinyl. It's
Yeah.
vinyl. Yeah, that's
Thick
gonna last
vinyl.
forever.
That'll last. There's a lot of.
I sure do.
Jordu drew or sculpted
I
that.
did.
That's a nice foam filled, copy.
God, it's still in pretty good shape.
Wow.
Was it in the early 90s?
Yeah.
No, this is late 80s.
Is
Yeah.
This is like 1988.
Yeah, when you came out, this is what
I
sculpted.
worked at Distortions when I was 19 or 20, and I started getting really homesick. And Ed wanted me to stay.
Where were you from originally?
Philadelphia. And I had a girlfriend back there and everything I knew, and so I was still a little wet behind the ears in terms of like being able to fly on my own. And Ed wanted me to stay, and I was like, but I want to go back home. And Ed was like, fine, go home. So I think he was a little annoyed at me. And then years later, and then I got this idea back home. I think it was like 2003 or something. I thought, you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to remake all those original masks that I fell in love with. And I came with the idea of the Resurrection line, and I called Ed and said, what do you think of this? And he was like, that sounds great.
No, you didn't call me. You sent the mask.
Oh, right.
Announced.
That's right.
And we get this thing, original Cretan. Wait a minute. And it was yours.
How many Cretans do you have?
Cretans, at least one or two, maybe two. I'll have to check. I've got so many masks that sometimes I forget what I've got down there.
Now,
Yeah.
It's been pretty amazing.
Well, super amazing. Then the television show came along and stuff. I don't know that the television show would have happened without the Wild Man. I just don't think so. I think that's what sold it to Lisa. She was watching.
It was
they were
our
trying
relationship.
To get, yes, she was trying to get, or they were trying to get Lisa to be the showrunner. And the minute she saw me go to strangle Jordu during our conversation, she said, I'm in.
This was a sizzle reel.
Yeah, it was a sizzle reel. I'm in. And
But
so
I mean,
she
we had
did.
already worked together for years and had all kinds of disagreements. No, edit should be like this. It's like, well, you're do with this, and then Marsha comes in and it's like, So we already had we'd already had this kind of relationship where it was sort of like ribbing each other all the time.
Yeah,
So
of course.
it was very natural, and the show went off really well.
It did.
Yeah, and by the way, we always win. I don't know if you knew that, but we always win.
Well, ultimately, I'm the employee. That's the only reason why.
supposed to
It's
win,
not because
yeah.
your idea is better.
You're supposed
No, that's
to.
not true. Actually, we don't always win.
No.
But
And you have all the original classics, right?
Most, not really all the distortions. I'm just getting more into collecting the distortions masks. I had a bunch in the '90s and then went Don Post.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
For a long
Well,
time.
Don Post, that was my generation.
Right.
Don Post is like, oh my gosh, it changed my life.
So
those
what,
masks.
what do you do with your collection? I mean, is it up somewhere?
Oh yeah, I've got a big collection room.
He sits and floats.
I'm
He just looks at it and goes,
It's-
"Wow, what have I done?"
So are they all up or
A
no?
lot of them are. I'm expanding the room.
Have you seen the video?
I've seen some. I just
Yeah.
didn't know if there
I
were a
do-
bunch in boxes or what.
On the Rudy's World YouTube channel I start doing all these mask videos, which do way better than any of my other content.
Yeah.
So I'm really getting into talking about the masks and the history of these masks, and people are loving it. So
Yeah.
it's.
Well, but
I think
That's
it's something I'm just
awesome.
going to keep
What's
continuing
your
doing.
channel again? I forget.
Rudy's World on YouTube,
Yeah.
and
Don't you collect cars
but
also?
Instagram, Crimson Ghost Mask.
Oh, yeah.
Crimson Ghost Mask Room.